Hello guys, and welcome back to the series, welcome back to Football Manager 2023 with me, your host KJM, and welcome back to Serbia, our second season here in Serbia. Now we are still the manager of Vojvodina, as you can see on the screen here. It's been a pretty poor off-season really, it's been quite a short one, we're still only in July. The Partizan job didn't become available, despite them finishing third in the league. They did actually win the Europa Conference League, which is probably why the manager has still got his job. In terms of transfers and stuff like that, obviously with our new season here as the manager of Vojvodina, it's been pretty poor really. We've brought one in on a free transfer, and it's Andro Milanic. He is a right winger. I think he's actually pretty good, but my assistant and the board, etc., and himself as well as a fringe player, don't rate him very highly. I actually put him better above Petrovic, but we'll see how things go. 24-year-old Croatian. We did lose a couple though, which was quite disappointing, and the first one being Sandor Mesherosh. Partizan came in with a bid for him. The initial bid I rejected. The second bid that they came back with, the board accepted, and I couldn't do anything about it. So we have lost last season's top goal scorer, unfortunately. Hopefully Juan Rossi, who we did sign last season, can step up to the plate. And most recently I've lost Pavel Miroshnikov as well on a free transfer. He's gone to HJK, one of our former teams there in Finland. So quite disappointing to lose him, but particularly for a free transfer. Has it weakened us? Probably has weakened us, but if we do have a look at the league prediction for the season, we are actually predicted to finish in 4th place, which of course is where we finished last season. We do have Rossi in the Media Dream 11 though as the star striker, so hopefully that's going to pay dividends. Now we did qualify for the Europa League, having won the cup. Like we said at the end of the last episode, I wasn't sure which one we were going to go into, but it is the Europa League, so hopefully we can give a good account ourselves in that competition. We do have a healthy bank balance of 4.2 million. The transfer budget is there, and we've got plenty of wage budget as well. There's just nobody out there who we can afford in terms of wages. I think the most I can offer per week is 4.4k, and a lot of them want 9, 10, 11k minimum, so I can't really bring them in. And everybody else who wants what we can afford to pay people is they're not really good enough. So we're sort of in a catch-22 situation. Do we bring in inferior players and fill our wage budget up, or do we do the best we can with what we've got? I think the answer is that we do the best we can with what we've got. So it's disappointing not to really have improved the squad drastically, but we are still predicted in that 4th place. We can obviously do better than that. We've proven that throughout our career in this save, and we're going to start off today against Kolubara, who I believe were promoted at the end of last season. No, they were here last season, I beg your pardon. So we're starting off against Kolubara. It's the first game of the season, as you can see there, and we're hoping that we can pick up the points and get off to a good start here really in our second season. You can see how poor the squad is. I can't even name a full bench as things stand, so that's a little bit disappointing. We're going to get Milanic in for Petrovic. So the lineup that we're going to start the season with, returning from last season, of course there's not really too many changes. We've got Pajic in goal, Mohamed, Koksis, Ratkovic and Juricic as the back four. Kovac in midfield alongside Biharak, who we didn't see much of last season, but because of the players who've left on free transfers, Biharak is going to come in. He's a 20-year-old Serbian. He's not too bad for 20 years old, so he's going to come in today in that defensive midfield. Volkan's still here. We've still got Janssen on the left-hand side as well. We're going to start Milanic up top, on the right-hand side, I beg your pardon, and then Rossi up top. We do have, this is a young man who I sent out on loan last season. He is a striker, 19-year-old Serbian, listed as a promising striker by the media. He's actually got some really good attributes for his position, so I'm hoping that he can get a few games this season. You know, a bit of rotation with Rossi off the bench maybe, maybe turn into a really good player for us. So that's our first lineup of the season, guys, so let's get the game underway and hopefully we can pick up the 3 points. So then we're underway in second season in Serbia. We get our first highlight of the game in the 14th minute. It's Koksis who does pick up the ball there, feeding to Mohamed, back to Koksis. Koksis bringing the ball forward out of defence, over the halfway line now, looking to feed it to the left, and Janssen with the ball over the top to the new man Milanic, who's in, and he's scored on his debut. Andro Milanic. It's a great finish, absolutely fantastic finish by the right side of midfielder there, 15 minutes into his debut. for Vojvodina, the young Croatian. It's really good play. First of all by Koksis, finds the nice pass to Janssen. Janssen with a great ball forward, and how's that for a touch and a finish from the new man? And we've taken the lead, which is good to see. Although Kolubara do pose a threat still, and they're coming forward. We've done well to head that away, but we need to get the players out the boxes. This ball's just going to come back. That's a decent effort from the edge of the area, but thankfully from a Vojvodina point of view, it has gone over the bar. You may notice that Crvena Zvezda and Kukuriki are both winning already. Thankfully Kukuriki are playing Partizan, so Partizan can drop some points quite early on, although they've just pulled level. That would be quite handy, but they have just pulled level, so we'll have to see how that goes. We're looking to aim to beat Partizan and Kukuriki this season. Hopefully Crvena Zvezda as well to tick Serbia off, and we can get back to a bit closer to home soil and Scotland. But at the half-time break in the first game of the season, it's been a very dominant performance so far, which is pleasing to see. Right, moving into the second half now. 54 minutes on the clock. It's a Kolubara goal kick, which Milanic comes back and wins in the defensive third. But we finally get the ball under control with Juan Rossi. Now it's Biharak bringing the ball forward, looking for Milanic again. Can he pick out Rossi? He can. Juan Rossi's in, puts the ball in the back of the net. We're going to get that customary Football Manager 23 VAR check, of course. There was a possibility of offside, I think, with both Milanic and Rossi. It's been disallowed, so it was offside. Rossi was the one who was caught offside. It's good play again, though. Rossi's gone marginally early. But we are looking to make it 2 still. Mohamed on the right-hand side finds Kovac. Kovac with a deep ball into the box towards Rossi. His head has gone over the bar. And now, with the hour approaching, Mohamed finds Koksis from the goal kick. Back to Pajic in goal. Rakovic feeding a Volkan. Volkan forward towards Janssen. Janssen with a little bit of grass to run into. Inside the penalty area now, using some of that pace. Pulls it across. It's been bundled across the line. I think it's probably going to go down as an own goal. It is Marko Petrovic with the own goal there. But Rossi harrying him, forcing the mistake, forcing the ball across the line. And we double our lead on the hour mark. It's good play by Janssen. Loads of grass to run into. He uses some of his pace that he's got to get past the defender, and Rossi just harrowing away there. I think the defenders actually played it off each other, and it's ended up in the back of the net. But 2-0. Looking to make it 3. Andilic on the left-hand side for Kolubara. They do hoof the ball clear, but we should win that header. We do with Koksis. Now Volkan towards Janssen. Janssen into Rossi. Rossi, decent effort. Comfortable save from the goalkeeper, though, but I think Rossi was offside again. Milovic for Kolubara. It's well cut out by Jensen, though, and now Rossi finds Mohamed. Mohamed down the line towards Milanic. Milanic comes inside, finds Kovac. Kovac plays in Koksis, who again brings the ball out. Goes back to Pajic instead, though. And now Pajic finding Rakovic. Rakovic to the left to Juricic. We've not really said his name much in this game. Ball forward towards Biharak. Forward towards Milanic again. He's inside the area. Good tackle by the defender, but Milanic still has the ball. Can he pick out Rossi? It's deflected up, and Biharak puts the ball in the back of the net to make it 3-0 to Vojvodina. And we're looking to make it 4. Rossi, deep free kick towards Koksis. His head has gone just over the bar, though. Good free kick there from Rossi into the danger area, really, which needed to hit the target. Keep the ball down a little bit. Mohamed looking to challenge for this ball, though. Force the defender to go backwards and inside to Vukcevic. Now, sorry, I didn't quite see his name. Milanic has done well to pinch that ball, though. He's got Rossi ahead of him. Rossi's in. It's another good save by the goalkeeper. I think the first time that we've seen Rossi actually be onside this time. And it was not the best of finishes from the Argentine. Janssen with the resulting corner, though, towards that 6-yard area. It's headed clear, though, and Maximovic to bring the ball clear. Little counter-attack going here. Zivkovic has actually pulled up injured, and we've put the ball out to allow him to get some treatment. But as the full-time whistle goes, we confirm that 3-0 win. It's a very, very good opening day performance. So just a quick confirmation after that first game of the season, guys. We do find ourselves in second place. Crvena Zvezda actually ran out 4-0 winners in the end. Kukuriki and Partizan drew 2-2, so they've dropped points already. But obviously we with second place on the next best goal difference of 3 in the league after beating Kolubara. Next game is against Napredak, though, who are equal on points with us. Of course, we've seen Napredak a couple of times so far as the manager of Vojvodina. It just happens to be the next game in line. We're away from home, so we're going to come back in however long away it is, 7 days, and we'll knock off the Napredak game and then wrap up the episode, guys. Right guys, welcome back to the second game of the episode against Napredak. Of course, like I did say, we have seen Napredak a couple of times so far as the manager of Vojvodina, but it just happens to be the next game on the list, in the fixture list. So unfortunately, it's just the way it is. It's the same lineup as the previous game, so hopefully we can get the same result. Well, with 30 minutes on the clock, we've not had a highlight yet. You can see though by the match stats that we are massively on top in this game. Crvena Zvezda also 2-0 up already as well, so they are starting the season off strongly. But it looks like we're going to get a first half without a single highlight, guys. But like I say, we do get a highlight right on the stroke at half time, and it's Napredak with the ball. It's Milosevic finding Tomic out wide to Davidovic, tackled well by Juricic though. Feeds the ball back to Ratkovic, finding Juricic again to Volkan. Volkan bringing the ball forward, looking over the top towards Juan Rossi, who's in. Can he get his first goal of the season? He can. Juan Rossi gives us the lead right on the stroke of half time, and it's no more than we deserved, particularly if you look at the match stats, guys. We have been massively on top in this game. I'm just amazed it's took till the 46th minute to get the first highlight of the game. It's a good finish by Rossi though. Nice little run in behind as well. So like I say, on the stroke of half time, we have taken the lead 1-0. We are playing really, really well. We need some more of that in the second half though from the lads. And straight away into the second half, we do get our first highlight. It's Tomic for Napredak, finding Weber, but he's cut out, and Ratkovic brings the ball forward, finds a Kovac to Volkan. Volkan looking for Janssen ahead of him. Janssen's in. Can he finish? He's tackled well by Milosevic, though. Overran the ball slightly, and it's Weber to bring the ball away for Napredak, but he's tackled well by Juricic. Now Ratkovic again to Biharak. Scored in the first game, of course. Ratkovic, Volkan. Forward to Janssen again. He's got Rossi ahead of him if he needs him. Janssen goes by himself, and Herbert Janssen gets his season off to a start as well with the second goal of the game for Vojvodina. And we're making a really good start to this season, which is exactly what we need to do if we're going to have any chance of beating Crvena Zvezda this season. Looking to make it 3. Rossi, deep free kick towards that back post. It's headed clear though, and now it's Postonski to bring the ball clear. Pajovic to Ivic. Alpert feeding Weber. Pajovic on the left-hand side for Napredak. Bringing the ball forward. Finds Alpert to Kmeta. Tomic. Ivic. Nice little spell of possession this for Napredak. They've passed the ball round really well to work it into our third of the pitch. Davidovic feeding Tomic. We've got nobody within 10 yards of him. They do feed the ball forward, but it's a poor pass cut out by Mohamed. Now Volkan. Can we go down the other end and make it 3? Volkan striding forward with the ball, feeds Rossi. Touch was heavy, the defender got back to him, but it's a poor clearance, and now it's Janssen to Biharak, who gets himself on the score sheet again. Mohamed Biharak from that Segundo Volante position, which I talk so much about in this tactic, grabs us another goal. That's 2 in 2 games now for a defensive midfielder, which is unheard of really, but it's a really good finish as well from Biharak on that left foot, and we've made it 3-0 before the hour mark. We're looking to make it 4 though. Mohamed feeding Rossi. Milanic back to Rossi, who's in. He's got one defender to beat and the goalkeeper. It's a good effort from Rossi. I'm assuming he's left-footed because we've seen him in that position a few times, and he's either failed with his right foot or like in that last one he's moved the ball back onto his left foot there. But it does look like we've been awarded a penalty here, obviously with VAR to check it. And we have been awarded a penalty. Tomic has pushed Volkan in the area. I'm not entirely sure who our penalty taker is. We're about to find out. It is Biharak. And great penalty right in the bottom corner from Biharak. Mohamed Biharak with his 3rd of the season makes it 4-0 to Vojvodina against Napredak. Napredak looking to get something out of the game though. It's Ivic feeding Milosevic. Milosevic across to his central defensive partner in Alpert to Kmeta. Kmeta looking to bring the ball forward, finds Davidovic. No, Juricic does really well to get it cut out, and Janssen with his pace blazing away. We've got 3 in attack. Finds Milanic on the other side. Biharak on a hat-trick, of course. Back to Milanic inside the area. Makes it 5-0. Andro Milanic with his 2nd goal of the season. With 20 minutes of this game still remaining, it is Napredak 0, Vojvodina 5. And at the end of the game, it remained 5-0 there. Very comfortable win for Vojvodina. We've had a fantastic start to the season. 8 goals without reply so far. And then looking at the table, after the first 2 games of the season, we are still in that 2nd place. Crvena Zvezda did win 4-0 themselves, so they got themselves back in front of us, equal goal difference. I don't know whether it's alphabetical order or whatever, because we haven't played each other or anything like that. But yeah, 2 games played, 8 goals scored, none conceded, 6 points, which is fantastic. We've already got a daylight between us and the team in 3rd place, which is really, really good. Now we're going to come back halfway through the regular season, which is 15 games in, and then obviously we'll do the 2 games then, and we'll do the end of the regular season as well, and see exactly where we are in that. But I'm hoping for a good season. You can see just how good Crvena Zvezda are. The fact that they're 2 games in, they've got 8 goals as well without conceding 1. So it's going to be a difficult season to overthrow Crvena Zvezda. But guys, we're confident we can do it. And thank you very much for watching. Please remember, if you have liked what you've seen, to hit that like button for me. It does help me out immensely, and I greatly appreciate it. But guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode, where hopefully we're still up near the top somewhere. Cheers guys, see you later.